Greetings to you. I'm Keith Massey. Whether it is a sports team playing an opponent ranked dramatically ahead of them, or a single citizen going against the power of a multinational corporation, we use the phrase David and Goliath to describe any overwhelmingly unbalanced confrontation. In this video, I will outline the key things one should know about the original David and Goliath story, including the fact that, in retrospect, it wasn't a miracle, and no one should have been surprised by the outcome. The original story. In chapter 17 of 1 Samuel, Saul, king of Israel, is facing a challenge from the Philistine army. The Philistines are a possibly Greek-speaking people who had settled on the Mediterranean shore in the region roughly equivalent to modern-day Gaza. A champion from among the Philistine ranks, Goliath of Gath, offered the challenge that if anyone could beat him, the Philistines would become vassals of Israel. But if he won, Israel would surrender to them. No Israelite felt up to this challenge. How tall was Goliath? This is hard to determine. The Hebrew text states that he was 6 cubits and a span tall. A cubit was about 1.5 feet, a span roughly 9 inches. That would make him more than 9 feet tall. The Greek translation of the Hebrew Bible, the Septuagint, says he was 4 cubits and a span. A fragment of the Hebrew text from Qumran, the Dead Sea Scrolls, also has the number 4, meaning Goliath was likely a more reasonable 6.5 feet tall. Still really tall for that age, when people were generally shorter. The fight is on. When the boy David arrived on the scene, he told King Saul that he would accept the challenge. David went against Goliath with nothing but 5 smooth stones gathered from a nearby wadi and a sling. As the opponents drew close to fight, David hurled a stone with his sling, embedding it in the forehead of the giant, who fell dead to the ground. David drew out the Philistine's own sword and cut off Goliath's head. Goliath never stood a chance. While some modern readers may see David's victory as miraculous, original hearers of the story had a different experience. They knew that shepherds like David were extraordinarily proficient with a sling and stone. In Judges 20, verse 16, we read that an army included 700 picked men, and everyone could sling a stone at a hair and not miss. This is not a story of a miracle. It is a story of hubris, of pride. Goliath saw a little boy, but did not realize just how dangerous that little boy could be.